Good evening, Adom Efua Owusuya. Good evening, Mami Efiye Sakon. Good evening, Mami. Blessed evening, Mami Efiye. Forget the Lord who took me out of way. The Chevy is on the shelf. This song is by Agi Brago, gospel artist in UK. Good evening, Mama Sewa, and good evening, Michael Amor. And welcome, Akuya Boate.
Thank you.
Please, when you come on, help us to share the video. Good evening, Papicolo, Papicolo. Forget the Lord who took me out of there. I'll not forget the Lord who took me by his love. How the Chevy is out. Good evening, Minister Jazzy. Say, how can I forget? How can I forget all the goodness God has done? You cannot just forget it. How can I forget?
Right now, to a morning or
Hello, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Help Tips with Akuya Boateng. I hope everyone is okay. By the grace of God, we meet again. This is another Thursday. Welcome, Akuya Boateng.
Thank you. And then welcome, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We are going to talk about our diet. And I've got a lot of stuff or things to show and share, talk about. And then if there is any question on board, we just put across and then we discuss. If you also have anything and then you talk about it, or you put your question and then we all talk about it. So we are all joining, and it's like a talk and then discussion today. So yeah, first and foremost, I will talk about I think I put salad on board today. I put avocado, what we call paya in Ghana, and then chicken and cucumbers and then salad lettuce and all those tomatoes and everything. I will talk about, I think we talk about like 3 stages of breakfast, lunch, and then supper or dinner. But today I'm going to involve children like from year 5, from 5 years down or up to say 12 years. They're all involved in our diet because we talk about something called obesity here. So I will talk about it. It's everywhere. In Ghana, we call them dadaba. When some child puts on weight, we call them dadaba. That's what we like. But at the moment, we have children. I have a child in my Sunday school who has diabetes. It's so serious that I think we can lose her anytime. It's so serious. That is how serious it is. So she is being monitored 24/7. And then she is barely...
Especially back home, back home, and when somebody is newly married back home and the person doesn't put on weight, we intend to say the husband is not taking good care of that person. But if you marry and you become big, or if you give birth and you become fat, that is when we say you are living well. Meanwhile, you are dying.
Yes.
That's ignorance.
Yes.
Welcome, Harriet Nana Epia AJ and Pastor William Baden. It's been a long time, Pastor. I hope you are okay. And then Mrs. Miriam Anson Denchi, all the way from USA. I hope we are all welcome to this program.
And here is a child who just turned 4 and who has got this serious diabetes. It's so serious, I can't even describe it here. And then it's so serious. And I was looking through the course I was discussing with my mom here, and I said, oh, I was lying down doing nothing, and I went further in the course and I got something for us to discuss today. So it's like child health, about nutrients, nutrition, and everything. So I jotted the notes down. I'm like, okay, why don't we discuss it? And I can link it with the child in my Sunday school about health. And this time it's not just about adults, it's about children. Most of us here are parents, so it will help all of us. It's got to do with our health. So it's, as I always say, sometimes when I started on this diet journey, I wanted to lose it so fast that I didn't even want to eat breakfast. I was skipping breakfast. And then I found out that my consultant said, listen, it's not helping you. If you skip it and then you go back, you find out that you are putting the weight back on, which is not good. So it's given us much and most of some of the ideas for breakfast. And then it says you can have some of the breakfast, like it says you can have breakfast, you can a healthy breakfast, and then you can have morning snack, lunch, and an afternoon snack, especially when you have younger children. So you don't tend to starve. So that you don't tend to starve them. Pardon me for a second.
That's okay.
So, okay, I will talk about sorry, I will talk about some of the things for breakfast. Here I've got pancake mix, and for the pancake, if you want it to be healthy, you add some raisins, raisins or sultanas. You can mix it up. And then you fry it.
Is it already made? Already made pancake.
Yes, but it's got everything in there.
Okay.
It's got everything in there. Yes. And then it's a portion. You are not going to make 10 portions or 5 portions. It's just 2 for yourself, and for a child, same, about 2. You don't make 2, 3, 4. And then instead of using syrup, you don't add the sugar in it. Instead of using syrup, you can use honey for it. And then some of the toppings, you can use hazelnut. You can use hazelnut spread. You know, we talk about hazelnut, chocolate spread, and other nut. But this one, hazelnut is good instead of the chocolate spread. Because you may not know if it's chocolate.
If you have allergies in hazelnut, please don't go for it.
Don't go for it.
If you are allergic to hazelnut, please don't even say because it's for that. Please don't go for it if you are allergic to it. If you have some allergens related to hazelnut, please don't try it.
Some will also go for strawberry. Some will also go for strawberry or mixed jam fruit. It's also good. And then if you like Marmite, as people say, you either love it or you hate it.
Hate it.
I've tried it, but I didn't like it. It's good I bought a smaller one. So those are some of the ideas of breakfast. And then you can, if it's not, that's what I showed for pancake toppings. Or you can go for toast, wholemeal toast. As I always say, you can't have 3 or 4 toasts. If you are doing a strict diet, you can go for 1 or 2. You always tell me don't go for 1. It depends on how drastic you want it to be. So you can go for 1 or 2. It's entirely up to you. And then the juice, I will always say go for 100%. How sure are we? We don't know. So you go for orange juice, or go for natural orange, and then squeeze the juice out of it. If you want it that way, just go for fresh orange juice and then you squeeze it and then you drink it, if that is what you want. Or you can go for oats. That is what we call porridge. With your fresh milk, make it up and then you have it. And some will go for syrup with the oats instead of the sugar, or you can still go for the brown sugar I showed last time. You can use that one with it. I didn't bring it up because it's too heavy. You can go with that, or you can still have your oats. If you use fresh milk with oats, you can taste some sweetness out of it, so you don't even have to use sugar for it. Or you can use honey. It's also nice. That one is also so instead of saying oats or porridge or any whole grain or bran or cereal, you can have that for breakfast. And after all this, if you still feel hungry, we call something is it brunch or mid snack, mid morning snack. For the mid morning snack, that is when you go for mashed avocado. It's called mashed avocado. Avocado is paya in Ghana. Or
Paya
yampa. And then you saw me putting some on there. And then with that one, you can use carrot sticks or cucumber sticks or celery sticks, and then you can have it with it. And or we have something called hummus. Last week I showed 100% or organic olive oil. Hummus is chickpeas. Hummus is just chickpeas. You blend it and add a bit of seasoning to your taste, and then you add 100% organic olive oil to it, and then that is just basically hummus. And then you can still have breadsticks or these some is just like crisps, but it's not crisps, and you just eat it with that. Is that mid-morning snacking? So still you are not going for something heavy like fufu, banku, or all these things. It's not feeling so heavy. And then you can also have fruit scones. If I have time during halftime, I can make scones or chopped fresh fruit. Chopped fresh fruit, you can have banana, apple, melon, or any fruit at all you like to your taste. Just slice some. If I say slice, not a whole plate, a portion, just a portion. Eat, but just a bit to starve yourself, not a whole lot of it. That is what we call mid-morning snacking. Mid-morning snacking. Or a fruit cake. This time, actually spoil yourself a bit. A cake with some fruit in it. You can have banana cake or carrot cake or yogurt with something dried fruit in it. So that is what we call snacking. Or these ones.
Oh, okay.
Or any cereal bar. Any cereal bar. It's also good. Or you can have this. You can munch on these things. It's also called snacking. Sultanas. They are all snacking. And then, if it comes to lunch, vegetable soup, any vegetable soup. If we talk about vegetable soup, when it comes to here, I can't say about Ghana, but here you know our soup. We can even go for chicken broth, chicken and mushroom soup in the tin one. I don't know if people can have it, but it does taste really, really nice. Just one tin. The tins are like this. Just one of it is enough. The tins are like this. Just this is enough. And you can have it with just one slice of bread.
It's not easy to take this one. So if you don't want this one, what do you do?
If you don't want this one, just go for our soup. Not lunch. You saw me with fufu last night. I had it very late because I had a visitor. But if, yes, yeah, Tikoni, I see you. If our lunch, if you want to eat heavy, go for our fufu. If that is your lunch, go for our fufu with soup, but eat it very early. Not fufu ntuamienu, not the two. Opt for one, and not even a very big one, half of it. But eat very early, as I've said. And not too big, but with a lot of soup and then fish or chicken. Let the soup be a lot. Yes, just add peppers. Yes, add peppers. And then have a lot of fish or chicken or your meat. By the way, add protein. Let there be protein in whatever you eat. Let the protein be enough for yourself. Yes. And then enjoy it for the afternoon. And if it's not fufu or banku or kenke too, not 2 balls. If you are doing my diet, you will go for half. If you're not doing my diet and you want to have it, have one, a whole one. And if it's rice, I'm not going to talk about it.
But do you know some people here, some people does it so big that the one is even big.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem we're talking about.
Some people sell it 70p and some sell it £1. So imagine how the £1 will be. So as Equia is saying, one, if you know that where you live, they do it big. It doesn't say because it's one, go and eat that big kinky. Moderation. Our health is so important. Moderation.
Yeah. Just go for a lot of fish. But I always advise, before you eat, drink a lot of water. And then have a lot of fish and then less kenke or banku or fufu with lots of soup. So you fill yourself up with the soup and the fish or meat or chicken, and then have less carbohydrates. It's the carbohydrate we are trying to cut out. Don't stop eating it. The carbo. Don't stop eating it, but eat in moderation. And then finish with our local diet. But if you are here and you want to try something else, if you want to try something else like jacket potato.
Can you come this way? Can you come this way a little bit for me, please? In the middle, yes. Thank you. Yes, this we can see, but this one is halfway end. Let's see the beauty. Full. Please share the video. We are talking about health. Our lifestyle is so important. So when we are here and we've been educated by Equia, please let's share the video. It will bless somebody. Some people just live anyhow, eat anyhow. But when you share it, you are blessing that person for that person to be alert and be aware about our health. As we aging, we need to be careful the way we eat. We don't just eat anything anyhow. If you realize you are putting on too much weight, be careful. Your knees will start. Arthritis will set in. So many sicknesses is awaiting us. Let's be careful.
Yeah. And then if we are talking about jacket potato or potatoes, just add tuna fish, and then mayonnaise or salad cream. Mix it with the tuna and then eat it with the jacket potato. You can just put it in your microwave. Just stab it with fork and then put it in your microwave for 10 minutes. It cooks fast. Half it. If you want butter or margarine, put it a bit in there and then you add it with your tuna. If you have sweet corn, add it to, mix it with your tuna and eat it with that. Just a small bit like that, not a big one, a small one. A small one like that, and then you eat it. First, drink water before you take it. So you are already full before you start eating that dinner or lunch. That one is also another lunch carbohydrate. And then if it's meat or shepherd's pie, this potatoes, boil it, cut them into pieces, boil it, mash it, add a little butter. And then if you have minced meat, the one we use, like the fresh one for meat pie, season it nicely, add a little bit of chopped tomatoes, put it in a nice dish, and then put you can eat it. You can, okay, I'll give another alternative. Then you put it in the oven. Okay, I'll give another alternative. Last time I showed wholemeal pasta. Boil wholemeal pasta or any pasta you have, because now we are eating in moderation. So boil any wholemeal pasta you have, and then tuna. I'm not going to say tuna. Tuna. Chop tomatoes, onions, mix it up, and then put it in the oven. Bake it. It shouldn't always be banku, fufu, or rice.
It will also replace it. Instead of going for all this fufu and you cannot do the English way. Just two. And kontomire or konsusha.
Patricolo, don't come and worry me.
Eat that one to replace the potatoes, because it's also, you have all those things there.
Okay. Let's go to yam. Kontomire, and then he said better. Kontomire, and three thinly sliced yam. Thinly sliced yam. Just 3 of them with sardine. I'm not saying 2 tins of sardine, just this. If you open it, if there are only 3 fit in there, just use it. Plus 1 boiled egg. That's it. That is your lunch.
Yeah, by having 1 boiled egg and the full sardine and 2 slices of yam should be enough.
It should be enough. But I know people will tell me it's not enough, or Sister Jibama will tell me it's not enough. Yes, that's what they'll tell me. That's why I'm saying that is it. And then the plantain too. If you are boiling the big one, 1 should be enough. Apentung. Apentung, 1 should be enough. If you are boiling the apem, 2 should be enough. And then if you are eating rice, you will need some of this. I'm not saying you should have the whole plate. No. Half of every one of them here. Half this. I intentionally did that, so don't think it's the whole plate. Half that, and then half that. But a little bit of everything you see here, plus your chicken. If you have avocado, pear, you add some of that as well to it. And then this is my soft cheese. This is soft cheese. This can be used on bread as well for dinner. And this is called afternoon or evening. In the evening, if you are hungry, you shouldn't go to bed hungry if you are on a diet. You have to eat. So you can have this on it with a sandwich. But the sandwich the bread shouldn't be a white bread. It should be wholemeal. Or if it's cream crackers, you can use this on it. Cheese is good. People, you may think cheese will make you fat, but if you read about diet or losing weight, they tell you cheese is good. It doesn't matter if it's soft or hard or grated or whatever, cheese is good. But as I always say, it should be eaten in moderation. It should be eaten in moderation. So I'll give you some of the list of things you can, if you can get, lately you can get all these things in Accra, Kumasi, or wherever you are. So yeah, so in the evenings you can have, like if you are eating sandwich should be eaten with soft cheese, ham, eggs, hummus, and then salad. I just show you salad. Salad is easy to come by everywhere on the by the roadside in Accra. You get all the stuff, you wash, and then you do it. If you don't have vinegar, just make salt water, dip them in, and then you cut to be on the safest side. And then pizza slices. If I'm saying pizza, here we have them in a round, big shape. I have some in the fridge, but I can't go down. And so you just, if I say slices, 1 or 2 slices should be enough for you, not the whole big round thing. No. And then it says beans or sardine. I've showed you the sardine and I said 1. And the sardine should be on toasted. If it's in the evening, it should be on bread, 1 or 2 slices of bread, like a sandwich. If you want to make it taste nice, you can mash it up and cut some onions and put it in it, and then you make it into a sandwich form. That would be so lovely. Or beans on toast in the evening. Beans on toast. If I say beans on toast, these baked beans, warm it, toast your bread, and put it on it in the evening. In the evening, 1 should be enough. And then don't.
So if you say evening, can I do it 9 o'clock?
No. 6.
All right.
6.
So at least latest by 6.
Yeah. Oh, my PRO went. My PRO went. Thank you. This is the pizza. This is the pizza. So like this, like that, and then you have half. So I think I'll get how many? 12 out of this. 12 out of this. So just take 2 out of the 12 I've cut. That should be enough for you for the.
Say 1/4.
And then
not 1/4 of it.
This is a sandwich I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The sandwich, I will have just this. I will have just that. This is chicken sandwich. This is chicken sandwich. I'll have just that. I won't have both of them.
Thank you, our PRO, Scarlet Angels. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We have some people who work at the background to support.
Yes.
And Scarlet Angels is one of them.
Yes. Thank you. So after all this, when I've finished, and then I don't drink water there and then. About an hour, I'll drink warm water. I won't drink water from the fridge. I'll drink a room temperature water. This is sparkling water anyway, but I won't advise you drink it. And then after before I sleep, I bring this out.
Can you put it in front so we can see if it's a little bit? Okay. Yeah, I think we can see it. Green tea. We can see it clearly now.
It's green tea, but I prefer adding lemon or lime juice to my green tea. And I won't eat anything
After that.
after that, before I sleep. That will be the last thing I drink before I sleep. Or that infused water I showed you. It's either one of them before I sleep. That is it. That is it.
This is for our own health, healthy lifestyle. We don't want to struggle as we aging. So Akuya is teaching us how to stay healthy. Everything Akuya is saying is moderation. I know it's difficult, but if you love ourselves, let's try to help ourselves.
This is common. This is common. You can get it.
Or www.pazitoradio.co.uk. Pazito Radio, we keep you alive.
Oh.
This is Pasito Radio. We keep you alive anywhere, everywhere we are. We keep you alive. And this is Health Tips.
This is also good. It's just oats, and then they've added strawberries as well with honey. So it's really, really good as well. You can get some from Aldi, Lidl, the Pound Shop, Morrison's, Tesco's, everywhere.
So is this a cereal? I know it's a cereal bar, but what time do we take this? Is this just like when we feel like, eating, or just part of the...
If you feel hungry and then you feel like eating something, so it's like snacking, or you can have this as well. The sultanas or raisins, you can have either one of them. But I tend to go more for these ones. I tend to go more for this or
vegetables.
That. Okay. Yeah, I tend to snacking. Yeah, but I give this to Scarlett because she goes to school. Yeah. But mine is this.
Instead of having like the crepes, the salty crepes and all those things, that's better to take the bars. Okay.
Bars or this. They have this in small boxes.
Yeah.
Or you do this in sticks. You do this in sticks. And find small portable containers with you and you take along. It's easier. And then you can also have scrambled eggs, or parboiled eggs. You don't make it hard, just a bit soft. A bit soft, not so hard. That one is also good. It can be
Pazito Radio live now on TuneIn or Morninga or www.pazitoradio.co.uk. Pazito Radio, we keep you alive.
This is Pasito Radio. We're keeping you alive.
Sorry, I got a call. Sorry. And then for those who just joined, I showed this. It's like a pancake. It's pancake. It's pancake. You can have pancake and add this. You can add this to your pancake for your children, for yourself. And then you can use this spread instead of sugar. It's hazelnut. It's not chocolate. It's hazelnut. It's not chocolate. So you can add this as well. And then when you are mixing it, they've got everything in there already. So you don't have to add sugar to it. You can add honey when you finish, and then lemon as well. Yeah. So if there is any question.
It says, you said the egg should be soft. So in all, how many minutes do we cook egg?
People say 5 minutes, but if you do 5 minutes, it will be hard. So I tend to boil mine for 2-3 minutes, and it's out. So you see the yellowish in it.
Not frying egg, cooking.
Cooking. I don't cook 5 minutes eggs because I want it to be soft. So as soon as I take it out, you see the yellow and soft in the middle. So I can add a little bit of salt to mine and I eat it raw. You see the yellow gooey thing coming out. That is how I like my egg. Someone can't, but that is how I like mine. You can even dip your toast in it and eat it.
Well, that's the answer, the minute. So it all depends how you can eat your egg. If you cannot see those yellow coming in, and I think that you do it the way you feel the taste you want, or the color, or how you want it. Okay.
Yeah. And then if you have children, you have to add more milk. I'm not talking about evaporated milk. I'm talking about fresh milk to their diet. Hello, Jenny. You are a bit late.
Let me welcome Jet K and Mami Kukua, Timers Best, Wendy Apia Kube, and Jenny Aban. You are all welcome to Help Tips. I think we've started a little bit before you came, but Akria is going a little bit over it again, so you will get it there.
Yes.
As we are always doing this program, please, let's take it serious. Our health is important. If you've been to hospitals and you see how people are suffering, we can help ourselves by leading a healthy life. As now, we are not feeling it, so we don't care. But when we age, it will be too late. So let's try our best to cut the carbohydrate. The meat. The sradie. I remember going to the market and looking at somebody. I thought that was over, saying, and I wish I could say something. And then he lifted that fat thing, and I just shook my head. I said, does this thing still exist? Hey. That person, if you look at the person, the size, and her daughter, I wish I could say something.
Yeah. In Ghana, we will say they live good.
I'm telling you, I just wish I was just in front of a fish woman, and this was the meat at that side, and I was just watching. So when I heard Me patro won chemisrade ne kakra. I just turned back and I was just looking. I said, this thing you are asking as a gift, you don't know what you're going to put in your tummy. Anyway, so let's be careful. While some of us will be able to scrape everything from the soup, somebody is asking for the oil to come so that the soup will be poche. Let's be careful.
And the sugar, salt as well. I think we eat too much salt and sugar and oil. When we are making stew, we add too much oil. Sometimes we can use just a spoonful of oil for the base of, and then we just fry the onions and we add the tomatoes. But sometimes we pour so much oil. It doesn't matter, even if it's olive oil, we shouldn't take too much. We just need to fry the onion, that is it.
And I remember having a chat with one doctor, and he was saying about, as you said, salt. Adding salt to soup after it's been taken out from the fire. What I mean is, I want to really deep into our language. So why enquine? Na enquine na bomode aben. No wasa enquine na wie. Na wasa de nchini atum ansa na wadi. Ukun. You are killing yourself. That's silent killing, because that salt has not been even on the fire to boil, but so it's so strong, and this is leading to high blood pressure. You cook and you've taken the soup out of the fire. Some people, they've not even tasted it. It's like a habit. Oh, give me salt. Meanwhile, you've not even tasted it. If you do this, please, you are digging your own grave gradually. This is not about witchcraft, but you are killing yourself by adding salt to food after it's been cooked. The food is no more on fire. It's out from the fire. So you are doing it so strong. The content in that salt is so strong. So please, let's be careful. And this lead to high blood pressure. This one, there's no curve, there's no turn, straight into your arteries, and it's going to give you high blood pressure. And if you already have it, you are rather digging your grave. So please, let's be careful the way we do things. Salt, eating too much salt is dangerous. Me, no matter how the soup is, if there's no salt, I'll still eat it. So far as it's out from the fire, by reducing salt, we'll go a long way. Salt and sugar is a great killer. So let's be careful.
It's true.
I just happened to go to a seminar with one of my cousins, and when I heard, especially dipping it, I knew about salt, but it says the percentage of people that has got high blood pressure because of salt is so high. It's so high. So we are learning. We are learning.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
I didn't want to keep it alone. I know it was dangerous, but this time around, the emphasis was so great. So I decided to share it with you.
And then you can also have yogurt as well. It doesn't matter if it's natural one or the normal one, it's good for you. But as I always say, in moderation, not too much. You can eat it for your breakfast or lunch or supper at and afters or whatever, but it shouldn't be too much. So if it's the small pot, that is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as I'm going back to the salt and this, did you know now you witness with me that in school they do not add salt to the children's food?
No salt.
They don't. In UK,
No
the
salt.
children, your children go to school, they don't add the salt to it. In
No salt.
hospitals, they will put it on the tray. It's your own decision to put it in the food you're going to eat. They will just do it
Yes.
small salt, small
The
sugar.
pepper.
So you decide to kill yourself, but not them putting it in your food. So your children, we are doing a good job at school. They don't add it to it, but it tastes okay. So you can do it.
Pasito Radio live now on TuneIn or Morning Girl or www.pasitoradio.co.uk. Pasito Radio, we keep you alive.
So this is Pasito Radio, we're keeping you alive, and this is a Queer Boateng time with, health tips with the Queer Boateng. As we're doing, our book will be on the way very, very soon, and you have it at your disposal. That there are certain things, the do's and don'ts. So even if you forget about it, you will be there and know things that the benefit of the food you eat, everything, why you don't have to eat it, and the side effect. So it will help us. So fingers crossed, we'll have it, and then be careful how you eat. This evening, I'm talking much about it because the average of death rate that I had because of salt has awakened me. It has really, that seminar did help me. It has really awakened me so much. So much. And it says some people, when they serve them, they have the salt by the side. And so it's something they want to educate people in everywhere. I'm educating you this evening. Please, if you do that, stop it. 75% of people are dying because of salt. And they have high blood pressure leading to having a stroke attack or heart attack because of salt. Let's be careful.
I think, yeah, you've summed it all up for me, because that is what all these notes says. That's why we have all the food portions and everything, what not to eat: meat, dried fruits, and then vegetables, beans, flour, humus, and all that. That is why it says we should eat all this, incorporate that, add this, take this out, and then avoid this and all that, so that we don't get this disease, cut cholesterol, heart, blood pressure, strokes, and all this. All what you've mentioned leads to that. So if we eat this and then cut some of the carbohydrates, oil, salt, sugar, and all those things out, or eat some in moderation, cut some of them out, we will avoid all these early deaths. And then our children, some of them get all these diseases that older people are getting. Some of them are getting them now. So if we cut all this out and then train them not to do this, do that, eat this, don't eat that, and then we are the parents, we put food in front of them. Like a 5-year-old wouldn't know what to eat. We are the parents, we are feeding them, we are telling them, do this, don't eat it, don't put this in your mouth. So if we put junk food on their plates, we are killing them. So what we eat is what we feed them as well. So we are feeding them diseases. So we have to be careful what we are feeding our children. If we feed them salt, we are feeding them high blood pressure. We are feeding them stroke gradually. So the food we feed them is the diseases we are feeding them in the latter days ahead. So please, feed them vegetables. I know it's difficult to eat. My son, I call him the typical African man. Trust me, put this in front of him, or onion, he will pick them out. So I blend everything so that he doesn't see it. He's not watching, so I can talk. So try. We have to try. We have to try and feed them good habits instead of feeding them junk. This menu, this planned thing, is from year 5 going to all of us. So we are planning or planting a good seed in our children so that they don't get sick.
So that means the ages between 9, 10 upwards.
From 5.
Year 5.
Age is 5, yes.
Age 5, okay.
Yes,
okay.
age is 5.
I thought year 5 as a class.
No, not a class. Age is 5.
Year 5,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. The Bible will say, train a child as they should grow. You are good with Bible. I know I am crap.
What do you say? But you know the verse and you are saying it. That's train up a child the way. That's the same thing. The way they should go. And you've said it.
Yes. So
You're always
please,
putting yourself down.
please, let's help our children to be a better person or children in future. Thank you so much for coming on our platform. And then please share, and then let's practice. Let's help our children to avoid all this. You hear this one died a child or this and that. It's us. We are feeding them salt. We are feeding them too much sugar, too much oil. It doesn't help. They will tell us they want it, but we have to put our foot down. Thank you. I'm done.
Okay. Thank you so much, Afia Boateng. This evening we've learned a lot, especially the bit about children. Afia said, anytime you are giving your children junk food, you are killing them gradually. Anytime you give those oily things to them, feeding them, we are killing. I think we love our children so much. So it's a waking up call. At times we do things that we do not even know the implications. But this is an alert, alerting you and I that we can stop it because we love them so much and we can see them in pain with sickness. So what do we have to do? Change. Nothing is too late. That is my belief. Wherever you learn a lesson from, it's never too late for you to clean that mess and then carry on. But if you know and you are still doing it, that is when it's dangerous. So I know we're going to change our lifestyle as well as changing the lifestyle of our children. We thank God so much for how far He has brought us. And remember, tomorrow morning, it will be breaking forth before breakfast with Reverend Moses and Sabano Ankara. And we are back on everywhere we are. Share the video. Somebody will benefit from it. Somebody using salt all the time will know that, no, I've been doing it, but now I have to be careful. Somebody giving children oil all the time, things that, when we do stew, you see the top, the oil, that can cook again. MFA Tinash, welcome. Welcome, Frank Nikwe, DJ Fanta of Pasito Radio. Welcome you all. Please share the video. MFA, we draw the curtains here. We spoke about healthy eating, at least something that I can see can remind you of, to avoid salt and sugar, avoid carbohydrates. At least these 3 will help you. You can go over and then listen. So what we say is bye-bye for now. And this is Pasito Radio. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
Pasito Radio live now on TuneIn, Morning Girl, or www.pasitoradio.co.uk. Pasito Radio, we keep you alive.
Pasito Radio. And I wish everybody who is celebrating his birthday for the month of January, I wish everyone happy birthday. So if you are January born, happy birthday. And if you were born 1st of February, happy birthday in advance. And I say bye-bye for now. And thank you very much, Afia. Bye-bye for now.